hot? Welcome to Hot Travels, coming at you with another banger. So when they came out the iPhone 16, for instance, um, I was like, oh shit! I was tempted to get it because it's it's a little bit bigger. It's a new. Look here, I'm an Apple fanboy. Okay, let me just cut to the chase. Usually, when I was in America, I got a new phone every year. So I was tempted. I was like, oh, they made it bigger. Got a button now. The change just happened. I was really doing some mental gymnastics to convince myself. Yeah, I think I should get it. Even though if you have the phone I have, you really don't need to upgrade to it. It's not that big of a major change. It really is that I have the what is it, titanium black, and it came out with. I was always a fan of the gold. I mean, obviously, and it came out with titanium sandblast. And I finally decided, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Then I was like, oh, maybe I should get my wife her the iPhone 16. But then I was like, yeah, babe, they're right there. So silly. So I was like, okay, maybe I should get my wife that phone. And I was dead ass about to go get it. And it's like, this is literally her first iPhone. And I was like, all right. So I go to get it and it's not here. I'm like, huh? It was like, yeah, it's not available in the Philippines yet, da 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 da. And I'm like, so when it's gonna be available? They was like, oh, November. And I know you're saying it's already November, da da da. I know, I'm going back. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. So just to give you an idea that they don't get, uh, the Apple products the day it comes out, like, in America. Like I saw people going to stores buying it, doing unboxings, stuff like that. You can't do that here. So some stores though, they do get like some kind of way transferred over here, and then they charge like double the price for it. And I'm like, yeah, okay. If that's the case, I'll have one of my friends or family get it and mail it to me. Like I'm not doing all that. Like it'll be cheaper for me to have someone I trust get it and send it to me if I want to do it that way. But that delay made me think a little bit better because I was like, she's been Android her whole life, and she always wanted an iPhone. But I did meet some people in my life that been Android their whole life. Then they got an iPhone, and was like, it's not as good as I thought it was. I'm going back to Android. Believe it or not, for you Apple people like me. So I was like, you know what, let's play it safe. Let me get her, the best iPhone to start with, which is the iPhone 13. And I bought her brand new, not used. They still sell it brand new over here. So, I got her that. Just, test the waters. You should like it because she uses my phone sometimes, just for the camera, not to do anything else. She uses for the camera, video camera sometimes, and then send it to her phone, and she does her own little magic and go to her little, her accounts and stuff like that. So, I'm like, since she just really needs the camera, I'll, iPhone 13 is where they started making the really good cameras for the phones. So I got it at, and yeah, she's real happy and everything. I'm like, oh, cool. I got a 256 gig. So I figure maybe about 2 or 3 years she'll have it filled up, and then we'll get whatever's the newest jump off from there. So I tell you all this, for people who be like, oh, they left comments on the other video that, oh, that's a superficial type stuff, da da da. It's just something that's rare, because there's not that many Apple stores out here. And like I said, they're not real Apple stores. They're just dealers that's authorized to sell Apple products, put it that way. And you have to pay a little import price or foreigner tax or whatever you want to call it. Is always slightly more than it is if I was just in America and I walked into Best Buy or an Apple store and just went to buy it. So this phone in America is, I think, like 300 or something like that. I wound up paying, translating, for American money, I think it comes out to around $370 or 380 I paid, but I could have definitely got it a little bit cheaper, if I was in America. So you are paying that little transfer price for it to be here. So, you're like, some of you are probably like, oh, that's not expensive. That's nothing. Blah, blah, blah. Look here, the dominant phone I see, and I've been to Double City. I've been to 4 different malls out here. Like there's like everywhere, and I'm a techie. I love technology. I love computers. I love shit. I grew up on Star Trek, Star Wars, all that stuff. So I'm always love technology. When it came out with FaceTime, I was like, yo, finally we got that Star Trek technology. You know what I'm saying, on screen. I love that shit. So this I say that to say that when someone take out their phone, I'm always looking at it. Even if even if it's an Android, I'm not hating on Android. I tried to have a few Androids back in my day. It just never worked out. The last Android I had was the Note 7. I fucking love that phone. But for those who don't know, it turned into a hand grenade. Like it literally was just exploding in people's pockets, and they did a worldwide ban. Like no company was allowing any phone service for it. So if you was to have it, and like I'm not gonna bring it back, you could only use it for Wi-Fi purposes only. And then they I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they sent out an update for it that locked even the Wi-Fi. So now you couldn't even do anything with it. But the great thing is you'll bring it back to the store, get a full refund. And that's what I did. I brought it back to the store, got a full refund, and wind up using that money to go back to Apple. And I got the iPhone 7 Plus. That I believe that was the phone that was out back then. Went right back to Apple. So I did try Android a few times, and I even tried the Samsung Fold, and I thought it was great. Like it turns into a tablet, which is cool because I always carried an iPad and iPhone. So I was like, oh, this would be I don't need to carry so many devices, kind of thing. But I'm a social media guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm on literally everything: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, obviously YouTube. And this is a new channel. I did some videos about why it's a new channel because I had an old channel that was way better, but I got locked out of it. I'm not gonna go into that right now. This video is already gonna be longer than I thought it would be. But I even tried the Fold, and I believe it was the Fold 2 or 3, one of those ones I had. And it was cool, it had a nice screen, everything. It took good pictures, but when I uploaded the videos and pictures, it was like liquid crap. And I saw Android people was talking about how I had to change the code or do some kind of trickery to upload it to make it look clear. And coming from Apple, you just shoot it, edit, boom, shoot it up. You don't have to go through code and do all this other crap. So that shit got on my nerves. It got old fast. I went right back to Apple. So I say all this to say I'm not a Android hater per se. It's just not for me, So, but over here, yeah, they don't fucks with it. Like Android is like everywhere, and they have their expensive versions, but just the thing is, the operating systems are so similar that this is how they see it. The operating systems are so similar that they'll go, well, why would I pay $1,000 for this Android phone when I can only pay? I'm translating from American money again. When I can just pay $50 for this, and they both have the same software, same size. They're not really looking at okay, but that $1,000 one has better quality camera and video, blah blah. They just make that $50 one work because like for you don't know over here. The majority of the jobs over here, you could work every day for a month straight. You're only making $200. Facts. That's the minimum wage over here. So like America has their minimum wage, which shit, when I left it, I think it was like $16 an hour or something like that. I think it went up from there. But over here, their minimum wage is like 200 pesos a day or something like that. Anyway, it adds up to $200 of American money for the whole month. So if you're only making $200 for the whole month, you're not gonna, buy $1,000 phone. That's hard. So that's another reason why they'll look at someone who has like for instance, my phone. My phone over here is $1,300. So you're only making $200 a month, and you see someone with pretty much almost a whole year, or at least half a year of what you make in their hand. Oh yeah, they're rich. So even though I got her, phone that's nearly 400, shit, that's 2 months of someone's hard work to get that. So rich. So for those of you like, oh, that's superficial, yeah, you got to look at it from that kind of point of view. They're not making American money over here like that. There are some jobs that, let me put it this way: the highest paying job here is, I think, is a computer engineer or computer programming, something like that, which comes to $1,300 a month in our money. That's high level paying job. That's above doctor. Doctors over here make roughly about $500 or $600 a month, and that's high end doctor, not regular doctor. Regular doctor over here is banking like 400. So once again, you understand? so they, so when someone's able to get these kind of phones, they got that money. So no, it's not. Oh, they being superficial or anything like that. It's just acknowledging they can't afford it. They have it, so they must be rich. That's all that is. It's not like America where you could work a regular minimum wage job and get an iPhone within 2 weeks. It's not like that. You're not doing that over here. So I just wanted to explain that.
Hey, how you doing? No matter where we are, we always ask how we met, and we always gotta say Christian Filipina. Now on that website, it literally took me 3 days, and a year later, we're very happily married. So if you want to meet a very beautiful Filipina that vibe with you, does everything that you require as a wife, Filipina website is where you want to go. Once you log in to Christian Filipina website, you can choose exactly what you like about the woman, her height, her hair length, to make sure that you have the right Filipina that matches your needs. The app is very great. Unlike other apps where they make you pay microtransactions little by little for every little thing, Filipina is just one fee, one time, and you can do everything. Video chat, text, whatever you require, they have it. So under this video or under my profile, very simply, click on the link.
If you haven't by now, but I'm sure you have, because you're real cool like that. I know you already subscribed. I know you already hit the like button. But in case you forgot, because I've been talking about so much interesting stuff, it probably slipped in your mind. I understand. It happens. It happens to me sometimes, So, hit that like button, subscribe. You subscribe? You hitting the button? I knew you'd do it. Thank you, bro. Or miss. And make sure you hit that bell icon, because I try to at least put up a new video once a week. But sometimes I get inspiration and I might make a video a week, or I might make 3 that week. But my goal is at least make 1 a week. But I don't like to repeat myself. I don't like to make beat a dead horse kind of thing. Like if I don't want to talk about something that every channel talked about for a million times, and it don't make no sense. That's how I feel. So, hey, how you doing? I'm making this video to tell you about something completely great, fantastic, just for you. So if you're a foreigner that's trying to come to the Philippines to visit, or see the great views or whatever, or hey, maybe you met a beautiful Filipino on Christian Filipino, Filipino visa is what you want to use, okay? The link, by the way, will be in the comment section as well as on my page. Back to it. So it's this great service that's provided that will help you out. And hey, maybe you want to bring your Filipino to your country. They help you with that too. They pretty much can get you any visa you're trying to get your hands on, except for a work visa. But other than that, man, listen, it is on the table. They got you. So, why not? Just click the link, fill it out, and let them know what you want to do. And they'll help you better than any other service that you can find. I'm telling you that. So, what are you waiting for? Come to the Philippines.